constituency. Exactly. So out of the 23 constituencies, you know, 3 of them are on hold.
Okay.
And 6 are going unopposed. 6 of them are going unopposed. So
okay, and only
Assam Central. Central, so
Nipa originally call unopposed.
Yes, Nurian Shaibu Mijima on all call unopposed.
Okay.
And then you have Queen Tapokia Soya
for
Agona East.
Yes.
And then the minority leader KCL Atuforsen
obviously
is also going unopposed.
Obviously.
And then we also have Gezel Akushika Tete Agbotui.
Okay, that's
Ewutu West.
Oh, that's West.
Yes,
okay.
West. Also called unopposed. And then we have Emilia Nkoma Upper Dintra East.
Oh, Upper Dintra East. So that should be Dunkwa on of
Exactly. And then we have Daniel Ohine Dako, Upper Dintra West.
Okay.
So both West and East. So these are the 6 constituencies almost unopposed. But I'll share the hotspots our central region. Let's begin with now the famous Abrasebu Kwamankese constituency. A professor of physics from the University of Ghana.
Yes. University of Ghana.
University of Ghana.
Oh, I thought UCCU.
No, there be University of Ghana.
Okay.
Only FN is saying Felix
Kwachiofosu.
You know, says our constituency na sheda famous sir. But the presence of Felix all the attention I shift call. But only need Jina 2019 contest in primary Now Felix went ahead to
and on that gap near saying at the primaries
and there were a lot of controversies. But Felix went into the national elections and he was beaten by the incumbent
200 and something votes.
176 votes.
Not in 200. But I tell you what, time said before elections, be a constituency watch in the Ekosiisen constituencies. One of the constituencies we decided to go into in 2020 was Abrasebu Kwamankese. In the Mori. There is this open space be one netting be Charlie. Unim say ye Ekosiisen constituencies. None can compare to Mori. It was like a political rally. Say Minsura Nipa Eba Hono in excess of 5,000.
Yeah.
The whole park. Now I see a political rally. And we at a point we had to end the program abruptly because it almost turned violent. You had the NPP candidate, Morris on one side, and Akwachiofosu Felix. And you know, the NDC was very determined so just our seat and with Felix in the mix and my attention by my interest the tension in Mori that day was crazy. And
Mori said, oh yeah, candidates you find favor
in Moria
you are likely to win. And then we said for the eight times now to elect parliamentary candidates NDC are 5.
Since 92. Okay.
NDC now for 5. Untumin kasa predominantly NDC, but NDC was sort of kakra.
That's true.
So and also depending on the candidate as well.
But 2019, Felix nya 360 votes.
360.
Yes, and Dr. Nana Amma Brown Kluche also nya 327.
Yes.
360 as against 327. Yes.
In Tibet,
23.
Yes. 23 votes difference.
But Omoto Abaniwi, Professor Nanama Brown Kluche, Unfi constituency.
What?
She's been there.
But almost
every time. Now Felix so after elections, you find him almost every weekend. Every weekend be a Felix so the stakes are very, very high. The woman is going on the Trump card. They say she comes from there. She has lived there for the greater part of her life. And then Felix you say, well, Mr. Moa Clouds,
sure.
Me call elections, me lose by 176 votes. I almost won. So why do you change a candidate that did so well during the national election? So these are the two dynamics.
But I mean, if you ask me, I mean, at the risk of being biased, I think the delegate should give Felix one more chance.
But there are other people too that are also of the opinion. Say, well, this woman has been with us for a very long time.
No. But Unim says, yes, I heard the argument say Felix here aid to former President Mahama. should former president win the elections to become president, likely say Felix would be appointed a minister, whether he is MP or not. It is somehow of the opinion, say, okay, so what was our opportunity there? Let's have another person becoming MP, and then say party you will still get a position.
It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, but there's also another argument on the same issue. Say, well, say ni papa ni Mahama dia. Mahama kwa utu anu etiem. Say ne MP okwa. And
that's why I think said that argument for me more potent, because the point is you don't want to just tick the box, say, oh, ye MPs, ye be. That MP should come to Accra, be in the face of people. Now watching and if you ask me, Felix will do that quite competently. That is not to say professor and any competent.
So, but I think that argument can be shut down easily, because said the papa name Mahama said they go for whether we MP or minister, that minister. So far, send papa no there. Or person be
that's true.
But the argument is also that this woman is also very, very competent. She's someone who is
a professor in physics.
Risen through the ranks, and then has become a professor. Still Nangasa, he's interested in the grassroots politics.
Okay.
And yes, it is Obia Niema Wako. On the face of it, so Oba so can.
Sure.
Like on him Kofonatana, Olusu in the face of acrimony sinin Yamana characterize it 20 way near then. And this one some violent tendencies in almost says a cast in Yamana. There were some way be crap. Felix Ekoyi Binum if he offend themselves.
I remember
this very sad.
And Yamin
exactly. And Ubisa almost Yamin to say on call cry. So you see, there be out for propaganda. So elections where you cannot rule anything out.
Oh sure.
Until holiday, it's a huge place in terms of central region. If you do the ranking,
Abra should be number one
to watch. It is Abra.
It is
Abra Sebu.
No, but it is my personal wish is to see Felix win. Of course, I mean I'm not a delegate. The delegates who will make the ultimate decision, but I think Felix will be a solid parliamentarian for the people of Abra.
Now, but then why is it on hold?
Well, we don't know. I think the reasons are best.
And a guy now no MPP no defect ko
So I think they
still with the NDC.
With the NDC.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. They dropped all the charges after the elections. They dropped all the charges after
politics. Okay. In the Abra Sebu Kamanke say obviously na nipa mienu nipa na ejina.
Nipa mienu nipa.
Oh, akomo mienu.
Yes.
That makes it more difficult.
Drop here.
And almost supporting why?
So some supported Felix.
And he been so warm.
That's almost 7.
And I also saw constituency executives, so they are also divided. We move support Felix. We move so support way. So it's a huge battle.
That's a tight race.
Yes. After that one, it's really tough.
But Obi Obe Femono. Okay, no two elections are the same. 2020 Felix BT Felix with 117, you know. There's I so close NDC would win the seat in 2024. No two elections are the same. 2024 the dynamics might change. But I said it is more of a constituency that tilts a little in favor of the NDC than for the NPP. It depends on the candidate. And let's see how that goes. Of course, my personal wish I've put it out, but delegates who will make the ultimate decision. We are no free. Which other constituency?
Yanko Cape Coast South. Cape Coast South in the incumbent George Kwekuru Kithagan. And he's also pitching his might against Thomas Hughes Emisa.
Kithagan, how many terms in our parliament?
So he went 2012, 2016, and 2020. So in the fourth.
The fourth no babe pre.
Until only one musician be so George Perry Atamensi and friend Okoto Perry.
Musician.
Yes.
Or live band
there be Obo a high life.
Well, local guy.
Yeah, local guy. Also galvanizing a lot of support as well. But this
our album out.
Oh yeah.
I know you're more to live band or power bass.
There be album or out. I'm Central Music
Okotoperi.
Yeah.
Okotoperi
is a household name in Cape Coast, actually. Yeah.
Inti and Eric Tegan.
Inti also Thomas Hughes Emisa. But the contest is a straight one between Thomas Hughes Emisa
and Eric Tegan.
Because Omar could be paying.
Yeah, he has a Thomas not contest about 3 times.
Yes. Inti and no see at this time more I tight, and the deciding factor will be maybe experience or anything that back could be beat.
Yeah, but sometimes they say oko 3 now. The tendency is that one afternoon call for near I don't know what come up into depend on message our opponents in the beban was so timmy and the let's see. Yeah.
So if you keep coast out, then keep coast north.
North so yeah tight
exactly. Say incumbents nipa 4 and they're contesting.
Oh, that's bad.
Yes.
After one term, penal.
After one term, so you hear issues in the constituency. So Dr. Kwame Mintanya it was
he's an incumbent.
Yes. And then he's been contested by Charles Walker. So
I remember Charles Walker.
A friend of homeboy.
Yeah. Yes. And Charles Walker and many Arabatego no. Why na mami Arabatego?
He will say me sir. The all contest say
he was na mami Arabatego. Okay.
The stakes are really high, and Arabatego is now in Cape Coast.
Sure.
Awajia kunya.
Sure.
You know what Arabatego
what she can do.
Exactly. So and also in niema kitwa. Nti oko Cape Coast North, Charles Walker homeboy. We have Nee Hammond. These are popular people that are
in Cape Coast
that are seeking to wrestle the seat from the incumbent member of Parliament.
One term pen on mafia in the town. Charlie, 1 term paper.
Wow. So apart from the Cape Coast North, Cape Coast South, Abrasibu Kwamankasi, we have a place like Himan Lower Dencha where the MP is seeking to the former MP is seeking to come back. Friend Foster Joseph Ando, I think I'll call twice.
Okay.
And
person sign baby.
And but this time he's coming to meet someone like Seth Japan Mensa or a lawyer, and he comes from the Dentra side.
So, no feed Dentra side. Jokwa anyway area.
Any Foster ni free Himan. So the constituency is Himan Lower Dentra. Has a Lower Dentra no, and a lawyer ni free.
Yeah.
The lawyer no has a lot of resources, but there were attempts to also even get him disqualified. But I think the vetting committee and also a honor hurupa and ketwa. Inti also is another place to watch. Omufi say whoever wins would be able to wrestle
the seat.
Seat
no cry MPPC.
So that is my constituency as well.
That's your constituency.
That's my constituency.
And you want to person okoi. Your friend
Exam.
Yes. Oh.
Against him. The MPP holiday there and they just in fact during the friend is saying constituency elections in the press conferences upon press conferences.
Wow.
We so tactics until whoever Obi and the taxes in the strong no nature say it's a huge thing going up.
Human Lower Dentra.
Exactly. Wow. And the next one is Chufu Etimokwa. Another
that's Chufu Praso.
Yes, Chufu Praso.
Okay.
Being the capital.
Okay.
So another former MP, Atuamwa, is seeking to come back, and he's going to pitch his might against the incumbent member of parliament for that particular area, David Von D.
Oh, okay.
So Chief Praso so until recently there was a no-go area for the MPP.
Wow.
Consistently the seat has been held by the NDC until Jumodum Ebaye and Sana the offense of 1D seat. We can say a predominantly an NDC place where we NDC necessarily with Jumaye now your stature in that place you are likely to win unless the MPP would do a huge work and sana I sit if we want some. Apart from that you have Infantiman constituency and also Omodo Sopa
Infantiman that's
Mankesim area. And yet also in nketwa kra ma yenhwe omo gina wo Mfanteman constituency. We have Michael Donatus Texan, Ebenezer Prince, and omo nyina ye omo I think say largely omo nyina contested that. Okay. So anyone who wins
Mfanteman, check this name
Mensa
Ken Papa Nkrumah Johnson eka ho.
Exactly. Let me check. Kenneth Papa Nkrumah is also there, and then we have Alfred Andy Kofi. Okay. And then there is this lady whose billboards, pronounced so all over the constituency. Mami Ifwa Sechia Edu.
Okay.
Mami Ifwa Sechi
Edu.
She said, "Ura."
And then didn't ring a bell, na.
Ura constituency muna like billboards near there.
Oh baby.
I could say so on pa.
Oh okay.
Nti enye nketwa kra. Nti say if any of them that wins Biano, they would have to contend with Ophelia Mensah Hayford.
Yeah.
That is if the
NPP should
also
bring her.
Bring her.
Yeah, Baba, a friend sent me way, and I think I've spoken with him once. Ken Papa Nkrumah Johnson, ocean the poster now ready to rebuild, and on the hashtag near Oyedel. Ken Papa Nkrumah Johnson. I mean, speaking with him, I spoke with him on phone. Mitieno and some of the plans.
I want one minimum. We're well endowed. It's all canon.
Okay.
Endowed in terms of cash and
resourceful.
You are free because you are free to go. No, but she's into the real estate. She's in the real estate industry, and also what I'm saying. Yeah. Minimum.
Oh, okay.
About so last time we contested with Greta Crada. We measure. Minimum.
Okay.
But so in
the I mean, let me say, sir, Ken Papa Nkrumah Johnson, at least from my interaction with him, quite solid. I hear say lady na mubo ni dey.
Mama first chidu.
Or contested with Trobu some years ago.
Yes.
Nana or a former deputy women organizer for the NDC.
They say
and a deputy women organizer national. Why deputy women organizer?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think the front runners in terms of the Mfanteman constituency, as far as this election is concerned.
It's all in the national office at Clouds, because I hear say under Ovuswamba for as chairman, not a deputy national organizer.
It's a huge thing. Okay, Kumfia. I mean, the incumbent is also being contested by 5 other people as well.
Oh, not in Omo, yes, sir.
So we are Pakuyanebedi. Obi also be experience. And it's a okwana. There's a likelihood say be another one or two.
At least one time.
So they been here 7 times.
Charlie, the central region is quite interesting.
Yes.
The interest in people becoming NDC pieces, it was so.
Yes.
And it's again because the region in itself they swing. Yes. I mean, and you don't know conditions baby and you realize that. When your party nationally is doing well, they sweep across the central region. It affected MPs in any way. It's a really interesting region for our national elections. That's for the NDC upcoming.
But I think, say, with the exception of 2020 elections, party winning over Wembley, our central region still went to win the presidency.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in 2020, President Akufo-Addo won the region.
Yes,
we need region
in terms of
parliamentary seats. The NDC won more,
seats.
But still couldn't win there.
So it's a region that you can't predict them. It depends on what they are going through, how they feel, and
they determine.
And that is why you see what's happening in the Cape Coast North constituency, where someone university lecturer and CT Barbara
after one term
so you hear it, constituency so all those issues. So it's more or less about your relationship with the people, how the people feel. I mean, okay, so maybe I might not sound insulting there, but it's not the blind allegiance. Or Berkshire say, Ukraine or Mammy last 4 years. This year, me shed your Obeyama. And that's how the tables stand in the central region.
It is, apart from constituency specific issues, what are the big political issues in the central region? Say, which issues will dominate our central region?
It's about jobs, it's about industry, it's about some promises that were made that they felt to say they have not been fulfilled, like the airports.
Airports,
no. You hear
still almost share name for the airports.
Yeah, they are looking forward to, and I think that I heard something that said, they call an area between Shaman and Komenda. Well, some people got disappointed though because they felt that it could come around the Ankafol area.
But I think the plan is to position it strategically.
Yes.
Serve Western and Central.
Exactly.
Because you don't want to have an international airport in Takoradi and one in Cape Coast.
Yeah.
It might not make economic sense. Situated in between the two regions. Of course, Western and Central, there are some companies in Ghana, almost zonal headquarters for Western and Central. I think the rationale behind that makes sense. By how to expedite it and make it happen. I'm told feasibility report now ready.
Yes.
I'm surprised what is going on.
So they handed, I think the Omoko site or so very soon they would announce the commencement of the project. That was the last time I heard it, about 2-3 months ago. But apart from that, they also talk about infrastructure industries. So for them, they do compare. Say, Cape Coast Sports Stadium, when they see Kodokraba Market, when they see. So sometimes they are interested in the physical
Nyomano.
So so you go to Cape Coast, almost see Anafo Market. But Anafo Market is stored for some months and so these are some of the issues that they feel ought to be addressed. You can see a harbor.
Has it been done? What is in Elmina? Elmina at the end of the day.
So the explanation, the last time I heard the explanation, President Bao said, well, we are building a harbor at Elmina. And Elmina is just like 5-6 kilometers away from Cape Coast. And it wouldn't make any economic sense for you to build another one in Cape Coast. Maybe in the frenzy, it came up. But then again, they realized, Elmina, Elmina, I think that the communication
and by Elmina, the fishing harbor, right?
Yeah, fishing harbor.
A fishing harbor. Said you was second, yes. But some fishing harbor, no.
And I think the last time I visited there, they were around 90%
complete. Elmina, the
Elmina, yes, it's
huge. What was second the end of that? Okay. Wow. And that fishing harbor, at least. And apart from Elmina, and I'm told said there are some other because I mean him say you call Mori, no more you been so Mori. Mori
dear no and also
seems to be a fishing harbor.
Harbor sir. In those na Cape Coast aka in
sure.
Mori is just just a few kilometers away from Cape Coast. Elmina is just a few kilometers away from Cape Coast. Now we're Cape Coast. So you decide as a government, say, well, am I doing this in Mori? Doing this in Cape Coast, doing this in Elmina. What kind of sense? Is it economical? So when I make a choice, say, abortion. Now I think the data analysts so people even now the residents Nagasai or fact check it.
Sure.
They have been recording and they will play them back to you. So the politicians ought to be careful when they mount the podium. It is not like in those days where this time
they will fact check you.
People's eyes are wide open. So when they are
going,
the
central region still expecting Ombenya running mate for one of the two main political parties?
Well, I'm sure they are certain if either the NDC or the MPP they are looking forward to say they would maintain Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman as a running mate for the
that
NDC.
Expectation is there?
Yeah, that expectation.
That was central region.
And they see it as a legitimate expectation.
Really?
Yes. Say,
and it is so.
Yeah.
How is it so?
Look, say, former President Mahama, where they'll be winning.
Yes.
A better political suicide. Say, obe change.
How?
Say?
Now so okay.
No. Opa one day.
Oh please.
So what change the Professor Gerald Opokwajiman say Central region is gone.
Oh please, Master, please.
What would be the motivation?
Please.
And what is the reason?
You have to, at the end of the day,
yes.
You are not just picking a candidate to tick a certain box. You look at the data. What are the numbers saying? No. What did the numbers say?
But when they go vote to a say, we intra me to Mavi. Obi vote for the reason.
That's an America say. You are not just picked as a running mate for picking sake.
Yes.
You should add something to the ticket.
But your body, the one who said they go for
Haley. Okay. Yes, Haley assembly. Yeah, the returns at the polls. And then here, the returns at the polls.
No, but you don't let me say, how would Obey there who says scientifically, this is what the woman.
But you should deliver your region. And
it says, look, now, northern region.
Yes.
Northeast,
yes.
Savannah,
yes.
Yekabomwa,
yes.
Constituency is a whole
yes.
MPP one ahead of.
Absolutely.
And said the typical John Hamas go on qualifies over baby and I'm a boy.
Oh no, but say presidency and flag bearer and assembly. Yeka running mate.
No, that running mate. What about that? Who say, Mamma, the say no to be the bar on board. There's no scientific data to prove that.
Yeah, but the common thing every political
but there's
party
a cost to it when you change your running mate. There's a cost to it.
How is it a cost?
That be Obebusa will say, what did my mean the koi?
Yes.
I don't want to second time with people. Unless say politically, no, the woman is so damaged. No, so fast can they be anti no? And look, 2007, when Dr. Baumia was plucked from a Bank of Ghana, he was a political novice, very green.
Yes.
But and then on his own. What Dana who bought to say ya but okaso politics or beya bra wo here be a guidance. So probably the woman has learnt the ropes kakra. Ti yen hwe so tisa bonte yen hwe the performance. I'm sure say she will do better than 20.
But in the Richard, is the feeling strong in the central region say maybe the NDC should maintain the woman as running mate?
Yes. So if you speak with a lot of people, including the NDC actors now, they have the feeling that
I was almost hiding the Kobio.
As you will feel ye, and that's the. I mean, you see, and then recently the changes that were done in Parliament.
Yeah, Parliament.
You saw the press releases from some caucuses within the central region.
The central region.
That indicates, Nipakrono, and yes, the person is not a person of substance, but Nipakrono didn't know. And why don't we support the person?
But what if the argument is made, say, any party, Asha Central Region, baby, and Munyam, because to be minority leader, a big deal. A key member of the party in the region, the minority leader. What that means, they say they cannot also have a running mate. Then that should go to another region and elsewhere.
Yeah, so that I think when I also spoke with some people too, on the backstage, they were telling me that I think the party wants to take another decision that wouldn't make them have a running mate from the central region. And that is why they have given
Atoforsen, minority leader,
the chance. But anyway, but the other edge is stronger than this one.
Yes.
The other edge is stronger than this
running
one.
mate, I'm on for pair, not saying minority leader position.
Minority leader. Na minority leader out on my TV truck at the basi SSM. Yeah, no, dear one person. Vice presidential candidate. Media look, may say a Bayer political suicide. So obey sir.
Okay, what if say party near your margin is okay, we'll still pick somebody from central region, but any Professor Jena no Pokwajiman. Who is the other person who will come up strongly? Maybe from where I said Atoforsen will not be a bad choice. Who again?
Well, so you see, the argument is also that what did Nipakrono ba? What best one now the visibility. One.
Yeah.
And now Nipakrono oba so they also argue that in terms of parliamentary, something was delivered.
Yeah.
But Osha, it is the presidential thing that but the difference was not that significant. Why don't you still repeat, just like the Felix Kwachiofosu argument in the Abra Sebu Kwamankasi? Even though I lost, but I was close to power. I was close to becoming the member of parliament.
Yeah.
So why don't you send me again? The difference was not that huge. Until Famiko, and then let me iron all the rough edges. And then let me get there.
Yeah.
So you see, that is the argument. So it's the same argument that Felix's camp is making. That is the argument people are also making for Jane.
Don't forget, he said 2016 elections.
Yes.
Mahama and Misata ticket. They lost by almost 1 million votes.
Sure.
Okay, almost 1 million votes. Now, Mahama Jinano Pokwajiman ticket. They lost by 527,000 also. And nominal terms, they did better than 2016. And so she has enough justification to say, or she's still expectant to say, Yemfano, and I say, the home people can say, Yemfano. And for me, media say, John Mahama Kasi would change Jenano Pokwajimana. Like I said, there's only one option, unless he goes to Volta region to take a running meet.
Okay.
Yes. Now, if you hold one, Omasa catch him and penny for Central Region. Yes, Remo.
Minority leader.
Don't mention that.
No, minority leader.
Minority leader. Yeah, what officer I met my trust say. Yes, a sound.
No, me patch. God.
Okay, so member, yeah, all the wabbing. May ya want social CCA. Bobo, minority leaders are Maba from 1986 bedrooms. They say, Bobo. One. Oh, boy. Bobo, vice president of Maba from 96 basically. Oh, Bobo, say no better easily. That's what I tell you. How can you compensate me with the position of minority and then majority leader in Minister of Parliamentary Affairs in Po? Minority leader.
But the argument people will also make is that in two regions, but and the organ now.
Absolutely.
I mean, so you see, the
look.
No, but Gordon, Unim said in the scheme of things, one region cannot have a running mate and a minority leader.
How? What do you mean by that? Say the Benji. Minority leader there and no position no. Minority leader, Jai, say majority leader there and a cow can be bisa. But Richard, Ghana and we are seeing now politics.
Yes.
Political regions. Or be on the political region.
Sure.
Okay? MPP for more political regions. Take it or leave it. Let Dr. Baumia become the flag bearer of MPP. Now one could choose who will be as the running mate aside the region. It's gone forever. MPP will not win the election. I didn't try. That there are 15 other regions in the whole manner. But let us be realistic. That is how it is. And to say now John Mahama is in a quagmire. ABA was no strength na ABA or form Kakramano. Could be near Bakobesano. But was the son one may say the only
Volta.
This is a Volta region.
Volta and so what are the names that will pop up? And so far we've heard Zaneto Ajaman Rollins, maybe Samuel Okuje Ablakwa.
Between Ablakwa and Zaneto, can we go for Ablakwa? Because because Ablakwa identifies more with the region. With the Zaneto identifies more with the Greater Accra.
Yeah,
some have also mentioned John Gachi, Professor John Gachi of UCC.
UCC.
And it's Badamu.
Yeah, but has he got a constituency in the party?
They said Babiano the constituency.
No, sir. Do you think any party will risk what the NPP did for Baumia in 2008 again this time?
At a point in time, you may have to risk it. In the time, look, who will have thought to say MPP? Because serious general election. Now I must say, your national chairman, your general secretary, first vice chairman, you
suspend them.
Unconceivable. Would you to me imagine? But for me, MPP for trauma history and now if there's something they have to worth celebrating that decision.
A critical
yes,
decision.
It can happen.
No, but the point is politically, if you have John Gachi, if you have Samuel Okuje Ablakwa,
I'll go for Ablakwa.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But on the back of it, so the NDC may be thinking of also making history. Should John Mahama win, and then there will be the first female vice president of Ghana.
In
Professor Nana
Jane Nana Pokwajiman or Zaneto Ajiman Rollins.
Yeah.
Either Jane or Jane or one. Maybe free maybe.
But the
No,
MPP,
but I think Jane is a who's a or the some life and so bar about ticket in 2020, whether you like it or not, because at least from nowhere her choice, no, you could see say members of civil society, at least or more pushing the feminine agenda, no, you found a lot of them, gravitate towards the NDC, and they expressed it openly, said they loved the choice of Jane Nano Pokwa. She brought something to the ticket, Ebia intimian deliver in terms of vote, said or more panel. But I said I got give her another chance and let's see.
Just that,
I don't envy John Mahama at all. I mean that decision
gender issues with your own.
It's a very critical decision.
Gender issues,
That decision
is
theoretical
theoretical
decision.
Gender issues. We call high places now and they are not or more discussing. But in terms of the fact to say, kotwaba, share gender yipani atwa and tell you see.
Now, do even women support
vote? And American women. And man do also say men man.
It's the advocacy is but we've even had female presidential candidates.
Yeah. Support. And I said Bridget Jobonoku was PPP flag bearer for PPP. Sometimes no. Charlie, in the let's see, but I don't envy John Mahama. So that flag bearer decision, that running mate decision is a very critical one for him and for the NDC. But let's see. I mean, first things first. We're on clear 13th May anyway, and then we'll see what happens. But it will be a decision, especially for those of you from the central region. A decision, money ebedi a papa. Richard, my say. Bibiania would come back. Why? Richard Kojonyako. No way too much. In Richard and Yatin can with that solid analysis from the central region and NDC primary sir Ebebaso. Where's Obi Atamels Atamels used Mohammed Mumuni in 2004 but lost. However, in 2008 he brought Mahama and won. So I disagree with Gordon. The variables are not certain always. God in here. Nipane say Atamel the Mohammed Mumini by 2004.
Yes.
He lost. In 2008, or the John Mahama by and won. In the non Chesa would be far. I was say we repeating.
That BT.
Where Krobia Sante.
Oh, Krobia.
Office of the Vice.
No. It's not about repeating the person, but likability of the person you are bringing on board.
Okay.
John Mahama at that time. Even MPP for come promote John Mahama as compared to Mumuni. Even though politically no, na Mumuni was that clout no. Yeah. But in terms of them because likability, na go for John Mahama asem. Eti odede baye no, answer dan hardwin. Then sabi producer, omu nyina say free. I'm free up north.
Yes.
Etinon answer dan till to skill no sir. Now who change Professor Jenano Pokwajmana. I going to bring somebody say baby across what the baji say be afasa okasa court a western region. What I say? Because if you go for before Takradi, second did number, they still identify themselves as the fancies. But I'm gonna say at worst or at best, and they say be just a voter region. But me listening to Nema Matiti, any name papa no yes.
Very well. I don't know what you think, but I would say now your WhatsApp line is 0548 443 523 0548 443 523. Na yentie dia wonso wo ede emayen say me kind of for the NDC we focused on the central region. I mean I'd much now pick another region and do a similar analysis. But we would deal with the NPP, the NSA share mobono. One of the things we would want to do say Omua air pre to become flag bearer of the NPP. Front runners na kwa yemiensa. Enti ye share the support from across the party for these three people in parliament and leading members of the party, Huaymo and Omudiwon Echi. And then I would mention names. Some of the names very interesting. Where's Obi? Zaneto Rollins is also an Ashanti.
She is. She is. Na mami Asantini. Eto Asantini.
Ba ne papaya awonani. And I say omumudi ejade.
Sadie no. enye ade said that self change na say you.
Okay.
Ne maame ono utimidi ade.
Sure.
Eti all the rights.
Right na accused to her.
Hey. And ne papa enso free voter region we paternal no was all the right so timidi ade wa ha etimidi ade wa ha timidi opa bia obetimi akọ however where do you identify yourself what I say ya you know your most important so to bia Parliamentary MPP ni bi last contest wo kumawu no a deputy minister president for time no e GPC ana ni din no ubo ni din na
oh okay
oh me ref e bia crop bia bekai
okay Ahom Kalinsi.
Ofrikumawu.
Yeah.
But a dine kekedo. Ye bo Ahom Kalinsi a.
Government craft so a fan.
Me da say e ho no aka say do ko fantiri. It's yes I never nyina na comes to play.
Sure, it's true. We say obi the situation in the world today doesn't matter whether you are male or female. The problem with the NDC is that they have no competent individuals. That's why Mahama has become a tin god in the party. Gastiman Ewo Brekum. We say, Obi, what my senior Gordon said about the running mate of John Mahama is very true. We were made to believe the NDC believes in women. Changing Jane will be the biggest mistake. Nana Amponsa Bediako and on the way aba. We say happy birthday to Rosemary Yasewa Kulis. God bless you and have a memorable celebration. It's from Samuel, Brian Boabeng and the girls. And on the way. And he again says, Obi, Jane brought nothing to the ticket. We the people of Central Region deserve better. Brian Boabeng.
With your permission, will be say, Jane will be a bad choice for the NDC. She's too old to take over from Mahama after he's no more.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily have to
mean say and I guess we require we drew so. It's a dream so for the
sure. We say Obi, good afternoon, please. Don't be surprised to see Mr. Wilberforce Essien win the Takwa in Swayem seat for the great NDC, and he would win the seat from Rekuduka. Okay, and this from Wilson means on Madina in the Wilberforce Essien, one of the parliamentary candidates or aspirants at Takwa in Swayem constituency. That would be another very, very interesting contest. Ma mention of a agenda kwabi any inwe telna yemra god any major issue no so yemra me deal with agenda kwabi to saying bibi ekoye US boko there
US boko ngana funya chacha
sao eso ya ji omo so
ngana fuye according to tito US say Ekosiisen you hope of the diaspora your political programmer.
Yes.
Me try to say obo me the messages
when you know.
I vote you pa na Chicago na
Chicago headquarters for Ekosiisen. As also me babe show free her one day.
Almost me can say Bragana first July. End of July every year. It's the biggest cultural event, diaspora event.
Oh, sir.
Biggest.
I said I mean shareholder.
Hey,
Chicago.
Hey, many shareholder. Yeah.
Ghana Fest.
Aye.
Ghana Fest.
Yeah.
At the end of July, no more no.
Almost every year, end of July.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's getting bigger.
Oh, and the Yamon Pie and she drew on
a big from Ghana.
Yeah. Oh, I drew on a quiet down. Why not? You ever Baby Chessy? That would be really interesting. But I say a hobo call. Now, US mind him what to say. Sir, as you say, Joe Biden as why she. That's why I say crown.
That's why economy and I say
economy. Is the economy will be a can once more.
It's a big so.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
More ways and means.
Somebody
survive.
Somebody survive. Yeah, it's true. Wow. And kaka. And they say for Ghana for now more at least let's restrict ourselves to Chicago. More biggest problem I'm per se Ghana buying then
I think Ropa no issue.
Ropa no still
issue and the I'm saying Ghana ni bias. I just want for home.
Still on person or tena US etwaba. Oh, sure. Me can't like Ghanaians in the diaspora. It's me twaba without necessarily having to come to Ghana.
And I'm talking about twaba. Be a problem. There's the young for so near you airport process and so.
Airport there no. Sir.
When you are coming.
Ufri USA ba. Are they then answer?
Oh, I think the time, you know, now when I first of all spend it to get the process, no, I reduce it.
As in where who process what?
No, here.
Embassy. And what do airport? Okay.
Now it's good.
Oh yeah.
We have to.
Sure.
Yeah,
can't near my papa as well.
Yeah. We have to applaud the government. Whatever they do,
sure.
Yeah, but Europa
need a big issue.
Yeah, and I have people to get access to embassies and consulate, no.
I know, so still that's your issue.
The passport, sometimes you have to go to DC or New York, more west, no, more bread. Whoa, 12 hours at one time, and have to be 14 hours drive.
Now, what, but just for passport?
Just for passport.
Now, how can it be resolved? What can be done?
They are asking for more consulates where
Ghana for the doors. Okay.
And also, no, and quite difficult sometimes. And so if they can, and I know say it's more money. And
then I'm just say also obey my
sorry, man. So saying I'm people kunya in town. Yeah, I think that one and so munya
Bianca
Ghana for
Ghana for the doors of our own.
After New York, Chicago, maybe.
Oh, really? Yeah. More than Worcester?
I mean, yes, but I know say those in this area, no, they might say no, but after New York, Chicago, the biggest guy.
Oh, really?
This is
about saying
30,000.
About Worcester is 30,000.
I mean, Worcester, only Worcester.
Yeah, that Massachusetts state.
No, you're talking about the whole state, but this is just the city of Chicago and it's suburbs.
Okay.
I think it's more than that. Maybe.
Say Chicago, Illinois.
But
George, you want to be the Tanama. George will be made to. George will be made to it's about I mean, Illinois, on the doors. But we're Chicago, but this is also penny because Maryland near that for that.
Tri-state. And I think New York in the top. New York, you're more top. It's a Bronx Adaroma.
Wonderful for credit now. They'll shut
Bronx Adaroma. Wow. Into getting a consulate, maybe Chicago would help because of Nipa Ninti.
Right. And then the surrounding states, no, Indiana, Wisconsin, Minnesota, almost Missouri, no more. All the Midwest. Chicago is like the hub of the
Midwest. No.
It's in Chicago. They are like say Midwest. No.
But as a community, no, why is our proposal to the embassy?
Oh yes, it's almost done. Sometimes because next week, but
banner a tour
I don't want to bring it up here, but I know say maybe for it, be a minister for affairs, people are looking forward to it. Hopefully, this year the ABI says Zaka.
I was say Eba into Ropal getting a consulate in Chicago, and what's the other biggest problem for more and more?
I mean, the problem is for with Ghana and with the country as well.
Oh no, me can't. The Ghanaian community in the
Ghanaian community, no, I think is the problem is in the doors, but maybe one other measure helping new immigrants to settle in.
Ghana for Abaho for from say Mobile settle in.
Right, and there's no process to get new immigrants. As I say, family member be there now. All students, people do that through churches and all students, but
but as a community itself, because our structure be
structure.
Okay.
And we're looking for the National Council maybe take that up and find a way to. But they try to have maybe a building for themselves. We say with the Ghana National Council. If you go there, you know you can find somebody talk.
Yeah,
and it's very difficult.
I think it's not bad.
If they're able to do that, then somebody can go there and knock and say, "I need this help," and they'll find somebody who can help, a lawyer or a doctor who can help you. And I think that would really help.
Yeah,
they try to have a Ghana house, and
and it's very difficult to get. Logistics, location, mobile party or almost stop. So if they can get something like that, not even in Ghana, in Chicago, I don't think they have it in New York. So if they can have something like that, but New York, because of the consulate, you know,
money problem,
right. But Chicago says, you know, if we don't have a consulate, but we have a stronger Ghanaian National Council office that you can just walk in and get help. You need a lawyer, immigration lawyer, or accountant, or somebody, a doctor, you know, insurance.
Yeah,
I think I should have mentioned health insurance.
Health insurance. US and Casa insurance. They are
insurance issue. There's especially those who work for themselves. It's very expensive. People try to do this and
wow. Because almost all contribution and so I mean remittances have been really big. We have to keep you guys in our prayer. We say, Obi, tell my brother July Ghana Fest in New York. The Bronx is fire. Come to New York instead. I say, Obi, Kumasi Airport should be open to international airlines now as one of our major problems. So, okay, Godfred Adoa, Bronx, and on the way, Godfred, Bronx, I enjoyed Bronx the last time I was there. I mean, no, me match.
I enjoy Bronx.
I just want to offer jacket to for the windy city. Oh. From Besia Boma. What's what Sony Vias?
We went our big lake, our Lake Michigan down.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Very windy.
Yeah. No, but that me call Bronx. I only spent a day there because I was Worcester, and I just and a sign call. But I enjoyed papaya. So we do a papaya.
Papaya.
The
papaya also the corner home. Ghana food do home man. That's how we alcohol. Go have a discussion with them. Obi or koi or bagana 40 years in Omagana. Or maybe Mahubi were 70-80 years. Makohwan will be could do 81. Okay, was a champion time and free Ghana.
And free Ghana. I just saw baby. No, baby, I mean, whom penny force I was Paris.
Okay,
Massa. Paris so. Well, they've so much established search.
Yes.
No.
And the way quite they had it's almost an incratao.
After all these
years. Charlie. 45.
Where's Obi? Baba agenda in the studio is a tax expert and doubles as an import and export expert, as well as the choir master for the Chicago Ghanaian Catholic Church. He is a personal friend and a senior from OWAS, very solid and committed to his responsibilities. He can be very beneficial to the Ghana Revenue Authority, Customs and the Finance Ministry. Ghanaians with such brains will be assembled by Kennedy, Japan's government in 2025 to help propagate the people's agenda. I urge all party delegates to vote for this man. He is one that most Ghanaians are calling for. George Niokaite, Ken 2024 campaign coordinator, and also Chicago NPP secretary. And on the way, praying. This one says that Obi, you have to come to 167th Street and Sheridan. Okay, the Godfred Adoa medase papa. Where's Obi? Chairman Godfred Bonsu Akwadanyami is grateful to all party sympathizers and supporters who joined him last weekend as he officially engaged his wife Abigail Poma. Okay, special mention to Regional Chairman Dr. Oliver Kevo, Chairman BBN Akwetia, NP Akwetia constituency. And I'll say Nana Baba Musa Kade Vice Chair. Okay, and I'm Raba and Odiwe Abba. Where's Obi? Is agenda talking about accommodation for legal or illegal immigrant. Ain't Obi so the person clarify and hi Obi tell agenda that it's not true. Washington Metro tops all, especially Virginia, from his uncle Jimmy Lawton in Virginia. That's a Washington from so I'm also saying. Yeah. Washington. Yeah, it's true. Where's the Obi? Chicago is cleaner than New York.
No, Obiaka, who did you want it?
Say shit.
But say it depends on baby.
Yeah, which part of New York?
You are fire. And which part of Chicago? So
Chicago.
So now Bolingbroke, on the idea, Holubia, na Roomville.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Agenda no big man. Agenda my nase na yema wakwa aba nso ebe fie why nti me yentu nka bi wansa na wakọ why say we be check akra. Sure. It is that's for passing through. Why? Right. Ekosiisen high asempa 94.7 FM. Bedin your saibunsu. Me hear some segment any day air bremono. And the medical catcher must say we would spend some time on the NPP upcoming presidential primaries. Na front runners no AMNsa. Yatete se okọ parliament nipa dodo na support we nipa we mu na support we mu na support we and yempese be room obio we want to settle it once and for all names ni nyina e wa hwan mu na support we hwan mu na support we ye de din ni nyina e betudwa leading members of the NPP and all of that coming up after this very very short break God na sarebedi akon e wa ha me din do say bonsu muntie we ma me ye ba would settle that